human beings.
You know this happened because that moment with you like broke the thing and it's not a chance. I really don't know how to do that. You did on purpose, but that's the reality. They look for any chink and that's what allowed them in.
Maybe and maybe it didn't.
Sure. But
you know, you don't know that.
No, I don't.
Okay, you don't know that, and even if that's what happened, so that they were going to do it sometime, aren't they? That's what they're going to do.
You acting like
So
them
what?
towards him.
So what if you?
You acting like them towards him.
Yeah.
But you're not.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're like
exactly. I mean, seriously, you're exactly.
Yeah, you're the same.
You exactly.
Not you. You were talking nicely, but the others are just thugs. Like
Exactly. Just the same.
We're all brought up in a messed up culture, right? We're all struggling with the same thing.
But if you're worried about infiltration, you need to speak to them because they're infiltrated by. We're all infiltrated.
Sure.
We're all infiltrated. We're all infiltrated.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, but this is information politics as well as people trying to have an honest conversation. It's a really difficult balance to have, you know. And we're struggling at like St Paul's. You know, if we were out in the middle of the country somewhere, like being able to have these honest conversations, you know, we're in a context where things are spun as much as possible.
So this is what we should talk about.
But the paranoid fear is
I think the way those guys just came towards you with a peace sign.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
This is a message of love to every human being here, whether you're in uniform or not. We have all forgotten who we are. If we knew who we were, we'd never resort to initiating violence in any situation, no matter who told us to. There is no need for it. But we have been infiltrated, all of us, inside of ourselves, by fear. And that fear is manifested all the time, and here it is manifested again. None of it's real. Fear is false evidence appearing real. None of it is actually real, even though it feels real. I'd like to everyone to encourage you at this moment to question your own sanity. Ask yourself, am I completely sane doing what I'm doing right now? Any of you here, all of you, in yellow and not in yellow, ask yourselves, am I completely sane doing what I'm doing right now? I know what it looks like from here.
Can I quote Article 10 of the European Convention of Human Rights? I know it off by
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Article 10 of the European Convention of Human Rights states that everybody has freedom of expression.
You know what I mean? You
This
turn up
right
and this
includes
happens.
the right to hold opinions and to receive and impart information and ideas without interference by public authority and regardless of frontiers. Ladies and gentlemen, that means the police are breaking the law. The police are breaking the law. The police are breaking the law.
I would just like to state there are children here this afternoon that are witnessing what the police are doing right now, and it is absolutely disgraceful. But you know what, I'd like to thank you because you're just reassuring me in the fact that what I'm teaching them is correct. This is a corrupt government with a corrupt police force. It is out and out disgusting what I am witnessing here today. This is a peaceful meditation. The police have ruined it again with violent acts of disgusting acts to human beings. It's disgraceful.
Yeah.
He had eyes of compassion. That one there in the middle.
Yeah.
He looked like he had a little bit of regret, a bit of
Yeah.
cynicism about it. What with the beard?
Apparently the gentleman with the beard looked like he's got some compassion and he's starting to question. Are you starting to question what you're doing, sir? Do you ever question your orders, officers? I mean, surely this is the moment of questioning what on earth are you doing in the police force? That there's 14 people surrounding a tent with some hippies in.
It's Constable Neil is the one, I think.
Constable Neil is smiling, a couple of other, I don't know. Oh, yeah, there's another bloke with a beard smiling. It seems the guys in the beards like this.
Sorry, are you allowed to speak to us at all?
What do you want to know?
I want to know what's really going on here. Generally, I really don't understand.
There's a local bylaw that says it's illegal to erect a tent on this green.
Right.
Okay. The people in the tent have been spoken to and advised that if they continue to stay in the tent there, they may face being arrested.
So hold on a second. Erecting the tent, what's the actual wording of the law?
They've been asked to leave the tent, otherwise they may be arrested. If they want a chance to leave the tent, all we want to do is take the tent. Okay.
You just want to take the tent?
Leave the tent. If they refuse to leave the tent, then they may be arrested.
On a personal level, do you feel at all emotional about this, or is it just sort of another day at the job?
How do you feel about doing something like this? How do you feel about it? Seriously, I genuinely would like to know how you feel. Is there a conflict within you for doing this? Are you allowed to admit that? Is there any conflict, or do you think this is just fine?
That's a tough one.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know that the police are now catching this on HD CCTV. They are actually recording 3 blokes in a tent. Ladies and gentlemen, this is costing hundreds of pounds an hour. There are 3 men in a tent here, and in that building over there, the worst heinous crimes you could possibly imagining are happening every day. And they're here with the tent, the blokes in the tent. Oh, the irony of it, the irony.
Why not let them have the tent anyway? They just want the tent.
What would happen if there was like a...
Guys, can I just suggest I'm prepared to replace the tent, and if the police really want to have the tent, let them have it. They seem very keen on the tent. I don't know why. To me, it just seems like an average grey 1 or 2 man tent, guys. I don't know what the fuss is about, but I am personally prepared to replace the tent and let the police walk away with the tent. It will be hilarious to just give them the tent. A very interesting day where 25, 30 policemen have come to steal somebody's tent. Let's just give it to them. Go on. I'll tell you what. Go on, just give it to them. I'll pay for the tent. Don't worry. Do you want to get into the tent, police officers? Maybe and have a little romp in there while you're at it.
I think if they get in the tent, they're breaking the law as well.
If you get in the tent, you're breaking the law as well. If there is a law against going in the tent, then you're not allowed in either.
I think that's why they're staying there.
Is that why they're staying there?
They can't get them.
They don't want to break. Oh, they're going in, ladies and gentlemen, they're going in. Take the first one out. Take the first one out. Oh dear, it's a woman. They're getting a woman now. That's getting a woman. Relax, guys, relax. Relax. What are you doing, guys? Send them love, send everybody love, send everybody love. This is just fear manifesting itself. These people are just doing what they're told. They don't realise what they're doing. You are now pulling someone out of a tent and they're being kidnapped. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 public kidnapping happening to 3 peaceful meditators in a tent. Lovely, ladies and gentlemen, this is how your tax money is being spent. Very important. They're going to get the tent. They've got the tent now. I told you should have just given them the tent if that's what they wanted. Anything else you'd like around here, guys? Hey! Why are you hurting them? Inspector's observing everything. You like that, Inspector? What do you think? Are you proud? How do you feel, Inspector, what you're doing to a peaceful person? For what? For who? Who made up these rules? What are you doing to a peaceful person? dear, dear, dear. Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know what's going on, there's a people in uniform that have just attacked some people who are not in uniform who are in a tent. That's right, they were in a tent and the police wanted the tent. For some reason, it's just a grey tent, nothing special as far as I know. $29.99 in Argos. I don't know why you couldn't have just chipped together and bought one, but you decided to come here, steal it, and then kidnap the people. Ladies and gentlemen, public kidnapping happening here now. Kidnapping, public kidnapping happening. You are witnessing it here, 2015, the kidnapping of a peaceful man.
See the one without the head? The one without the head. That's the one who's giving.
No, he's the warden. He's the warden, heritage warden.
That's what she told me, the woman.
Yeah, he's the heritage warden. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is madness. This is madness, and you know it. Yeah, but you're involved with it.
All I asked them to do was remove the tarpaulin from Gandhi so a member of the public could have a picture in front of it. I was facilitating their whole protest.
Is that all you asked them to do?
They refused and stopped a member of the public having a picture of Gandhi, and then because I told them they had to and gave a direction, they got a tent out. But they've been here for 4 days and I've been forced to, I've facilitated everything, and because they haven't got
That's quite
press,
interesting.
They've pushed and pushed and pushed.
Oh, I see.
And this is what they want the press. It's Donny Parker, they've just took off.
Who is it? Who is it?
Monica McCarthy, the ex-Lib Dem, who's just been taken
Oh,
away.
he's an ex-Lib Dem.
He gets arrested every protest. He hasn't been here for 3 days, no trouble. First day he's here. First day they've got a legal observer here. They breach the bylaws.
You know what? I mean, I hate getting into conspiracy theories, but you know that these guys are sometimes working from the inside. You know that?
Yeah, but they bring it up themselves. Apparently I'm in my 5 grand.
Yeah.
I have honestly, hand on heart, tried to facilitate a peaceful protest.
I can hear that. It's interesting to hear. Sorry, who did we talk to about what just happened?
I was wondering if you think this is a reasonable amount of police force for someone sitting in a tent, and what happens if there was someone to be murdered around here and there would be lack of police to respond to that?
Lots of police in London today, sir, because there's obviously a very high threat to London at the moment. Okay, so it's our job to deal with what's here today.
Okay, do you think this was actually a threat to London?
So I'm not saying it was. I'm saying there is a general threat to London. You're either misconstruing my words or testing them, but I hope it's misconstruing, sir. Okay. Okay, excellent. Right. There's a general threat to London at the moment. There are lots and lots of police officers on duty. Should there be an incident anywhere else, that'll be more than covered by the resources on duty today.
Right. So you got extra police because you need someone in the tent. I mean, surely you got extra police just in case something happens. So you need those extra police to be on call. It's not like you got extra police so you can deal with someone with the tent. You've got them just so.
Were on call, and now they've been called upon to do their duty, which they.
Do you think that's a reasonable use of the police force to get 3 people out of the tent?
I think is irrelevant. What I've done today is my job within the boundaries of the law.
So do you think it's only because you're paid so much that you do something and you don't have to think about it?
Personal opinion.
Yeah,
I'm not going to engage with you on that level. Okay, so if that's the conversation, we'll end it here.
Is that what you feel? Do you feel like you can't talk on a personal human level? Are you not allowed to?
It's not about me. You've asked me what the resources are. I've told you there's lots of resources in London to do lots of other things. That's as much as I'm going to go into with you.
So you won't talk what your personal feelings are about this?
Not to you. No.
Can I ask? So I have tried to facilitate a peaceful protest on behalf of the GLA for 3 days. Today they wrapped tarpaulin around Gandhi, which we didn't enforce against. A member of the public asked for a picture in front of the Gandhi statue without the tarpaulin on, and they refused to remove it, blocking access to the square to the public. So I gave them a direction to move the tarpaulin to let someone enjoy the square. They then got out the tent and started to breach numerous bylaws, which has pushed ours and the police's hand into this.
They did it on purpose.
If there was something happened right now and then like a load of people got murdered, maybe that same person who wanted a photo got murdered right there, but there was a lack of police because there were 25 of them here. How would you feel about that decision?
The response and the amount of police that have used is nothing to do with myself. I have no control how the police.
No, but do you think it's reasonable?
I've not got an opinion on it, sir.
You've not an opinion.
No.
So what do you mean? Everyone's got an opinion on it.
You're not allowed to have an opinion because you're paid for it, right?
I remain impartial.
Yeah.
That's good. How much is it paid? How much do you need to be paid to be impartial and not have
I'm not willing to discuss my wage, sir.
Do you think there might be a point where they ask you to do something that you wouldn't feel good with, or would you need more money if you were willing to bypass your morals a bit more?
I read, understand, and enforce all the bylaws, and I don't think any of them bother me morally.
So you think this is reasonable then?
They could have walked away at any time and removed themselves.
So do you think this amount of police force for someone sitting in a tent is reasonable? understandable.
Again, this is the protesters have caused this, not the police and ourselves.
Protesters.